Hello guys, my name is Sam and welcome back to SWTOR Central, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys some SWTOR news. Now you guys know how I like to do this, and that is quick and effective. Now the first thing we're going to talk about is the increase in CXP rewards from the weekly of daily missions. So if you didn't know already, then the daily areas that we have such as Iocaf, Oricon, McCabe, Yevonfort, etc, all have a weekly that you can complete after doing all of the dailies. Now the reward from completing this weekly has been substantially increased and is actually now a pretty effective way to grind your CXP if that is what you're wanting to do. I'll have the numbers on screen for you so that you can see them all, or you can go ahead and check out the dev tracker and see all the notes that are there. You see, if there's one thing that I'm noticing about Galactic Command just as a whole, right, and I'm not just talking about the CXP, well I guess I am talking about the CXP, is that ever since it's been released, it's been constantly changed, and I think that that is a pretty big sign that it just should have never happened. But you know, like I did in the previous video, you know, it doesn't really matter now. We've got it, it's there, it's just like as a bonus. But I think all the change that we've had with Galactic Command really just proves what we all said in the beginning. But nonetheless, this is a good change. It doesn't really affect anything negatively, nor does Galactic Command at all anymore, since it is a pretty positive thing now, because it is just a bonus. You know, we can still get all our loot drops from operations and that kind of thing again. I just wanted to throw that out there. I just think it's just pretty funny to think of it like that. But anyways, I digress, so let's just move on to the next thing. Okay, so next up I want to talk about something that's not necessarily SWTOR news, but something that you should probably be aware of, especially if you are concerned about items in game. And basically Eric Musko made a post on the forums talking about complaints, or maybe not complaints, but suggestions from players about items that we used to have in the game but no longer do, like items that used to be available at a vendor, or an item that used to be a drop from somewhere. A lot of players being complaining or suggesting that they bring some of those items back because they no longer exist in the game as a drop or as a purchasable item from a vendor. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to that post. So if you're interested in getting something back into the game onto a vendor or as a drop, whether it be a pet, a decoration, or a mount, make sure you go check out that post and make your voice heard. Now the next thing I want to talk about is obviously something that's pretty big, and it's happening in a couple of days now, and that is the server merges are happening in just what, 2 days from now. Yeah, it's currently the 6th of November for me, so 2 days from now the server merges are happening. And unfortunately for me, being in the GMT time zone, it's going to be down. The servers are going to be down from 9 AM until 9 PM, so all day for me. That sucks. It really does suck. And with me being European and this being my YouTube channel, I just want to go ahead and tell you guys at BioWare that really sucks. All day, I'm not going to be able to play. And I just also want to point out that, you know, you said at least 12 hours of the servers being down. So if they're down any longer, which, you know, I said to expect the wear, so I'm going to expect them to be down for longer, it's terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. But you know what? I'm going to let it slide simply because I know the server merges are a big deal, and as long as I can be back in game as soon as possible, then, you know, all is good. Rest in peace, European players. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to talk about is the changes that they made with the data centers for the servers. Now, reading through the posts about this on the forums, like on the dev tracker and stuff, I can't really get a very clear picture of what was moved where, because in Keith's post it says the North American servers were combined, and then in Eric's post it says that the West Coast servers were moved to Virginia. So for me, I'm not getting a lot of clarity, but either way, the point is the data centers were moved around, and now people are experiencing tremendous amounts of lag. This is also something that you guys have been wanting me to talk about, so I'll just go ahead and point out that this is absolutely something that should have been brought to the players' attention. Absolutely should have been brought to the players' attention. But regardless, the server merges are going to be happening. They are going to be for the better, and all of this new hardware is still probably going to need like optimization. And even as Keith or Eric said in their post, they're going to be smoothing out all of the bumps that they go across in the next 2 weeks, which we're now in the 2 weeks leading up to the server merge in 2 days now. So hopefully by then all of those issues are going to be resolved. But I just feel like I should mention it in this video because some of you guys have been wanting me to talk about it. So yes, I agree with you. They absolutely should have communicated this change, because obviously it's affected a lot of players. And actually, what was it they said? We didn't tell you guys about this because we wanted you to we wanted you to experience it. Oh my god. It has become such a meme now. Like, some of us are even talking about, hey, you know, there's some glass on the floor, but I'm not going to tell you that there's some glass on the floor until you walk on the glass, because I want you to experience it firsthand, and then I'll tell you about the glass on the floor. So yes, if anything, we can just use this as a kind of, you know, learn from your mistakes type thing. So if anything like this is going to happen again, I would recommend we tell the players. Although if we're being completely honest here, like even if they had communicated that, would the outcome have been any different? Because let's face it, the lag would have still happened, they would have still made the change, you would have just known about it sooner. So there is also that to keep in mind. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to end this video, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button on this video, and make sure you subscribe to the Also Glorious Pleb Nation. And yes, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out, plebs. Goodbye.